over the time and over the years as we move on forward, we are going to really see what Brexit was really about. And what it was really about was making the UK into a low tax, low regulation economy. Singapore on the Thames. This is what the Brexiteers' goal is. This is what the free market fundamentalists in the Conservative Party want. This is what Lord Frost said about the direction of travel. This is what we saw when indeed Doris was kicked out of that WhatsApp group. They want all these regulations gone. We've talked very recently about the watering down of the chemical standards here in the UK that are set to take place. And as I've said before, if that really does worry you, then again, please do go watch that video and write to your MP, because I have, again, haven't got a response yet. It's Christmas. I don't expect him to respond to me quickly, but it is what it is. I might even next year set up a petition about this. There might be already one going around. Like I say, it's pointless to create or try and duplicate a petition that already exists. So I will next year certainly look into, again, doing that, because as I always say, I'm always about getting involved, getting active. And the more and more of these deregulation happens, the more and more it is going to affect our economy and the way we work. And businesses today here, as we come from the Financial Times, about the new safety and quality mark for the UK. Businesses are not convinced. They're not even persuaded by this. This is going to have a dramatic effect on, again, on our economy and businesses' ability to be able to trade with other countries. These safety and quality marks, if you have the EU one, congratulations, you can trade with 27 other countries. If you take the UK one, well, you can only trade in one country, the UK. You tell me which safety and quality mark is worth more to a business. So, before we do go jumping into this article, please do remember to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And of course, down below, there are links to my Patreon page and a one-off link called Buy Me Coffee, where you can, buy me coffee. And always, as always, thank you very much to all those people who do support the channel that way. So, on with the article. Like I say, this comes from the Financial Times with the title, UK businesses are not persuaded by the new safety and quality mark. So, businesses are not persuaded by the UK government's plan to introduce a new post-Brexit UKCA safety and quality mark. A survey by the British Chamber of Commerce has now shown. The new UCA, I think that's how you would shorten it, a safety certificate, is due to replace the EU CE mark on all products in the UK from January of 2023. It was intended as a statement of the UK's new regulatory independence after Brexit. However, the survey has indicated that the new UCA scheme, which has already been delayed over a year under pressure from manufacturers and traders, remains hugely unpopular. Some of the 59% of the BCC members that rely on those quality assurance marks to place products on the market told the survey of more than 1,000 businesses that they favoured returning and recognising the CE mark. William Brand, head of trade policy at the BCC, said the findings reflected the clear views of businesses that they are not persuaded by the case for ditching the CE mark for marking in Great Britain. On the contrary, Brian added, and that businesses saw very strong benefits of having a single system for certifying industrial electrical goods that was recognised both in the EU and the UK, and avoided the cost of duplicating and testing of having to use two different regimes. We've talked about this multiple times before. We urge UK ministers to go that extra mile and craft solutions on goods and markings which reflect the reality of the supply chain and the manufacturing chains, and do not add extra costs and time of continuing supply chains to stress for many businesses, he said. The invention of this is the latest in the chorus of complaints from businesses about the UK's conformity assessment mark, which the industry has persistently warned will not be ready by 2023 because of a shortage of testing capacity here in the UK. The UK's Contractual Leadership Council wrote to the business's secretary, Kirsty Kotang, last month to warn them that the UK mark would cause serious shortages of building products and materials and damage the government's very own levelling up agenda. What a surprise. The UK drone industry, again, we covered this before, which has often been cited by ministers and as an example of when Britain can steal the march on the EU after Brexit. Again, remember when we covered that article about them last month, the drone industry is not very satisfied about this either. After Brexit has also issued warnings about the lack of capacity in the UK, and it could ultimately drive businesses back to the EU. For the UK exporters surveyed by the British Chamber of Commerce, some 49% said that they wanted to permanently revert to the CE mark system, while only 8% wanted to end the use of the CE marks in January 2023 as the government planned. Responding to the survey on one medium-sized electronic manufacturer in Ayrshire in Western Scotland, said that he had faced a monumental task changing all labeling on his inventory of nearly over 100 products to enable them to now serve the EU and UK markets. This added to the cost and bureaucracy and has deterred EU customers. Brexit has therefore lost us business and increased our cost dramatically and killed our sales and expansion in the EU, the company said. Several other respondents also said that the government's comment continuing to recognise the EU mark, and even if they decided to retain the UCA mark. The Department for Business, Energy and Industrial Strategy said that the UK mark did enable the UK to, quote, take back control of our own product regulations. Again, useless slogans not really reflecting the reality of the situation that they currently are. Where have we seen this time and time again throughout the years? And that businesses indeed had been given 2 years to adapt to new rules. It is important that we do not delay the implementation any further, it added. And again, I think you're going to see a massive rebellion of UK businesses just not use the UK mark. It is far, far more better for them to use the CE mark. It is far more recognized, especially when time and time again, we've said this before, if you are a manufacturer here in the UK, you are more likely to be on the phone to someone in Amsterdam, to someone in Paris, to someone in Germany than you are to someone anywhere else around the world. This is where your products go. It is the closest market. And again, as we said before, sending products from one place to another costs money. Now the fact that we have again left the single market has added more cost to that. So the fact that you are now adding the new UK's mark, and as we saw there from that electronics manufacturer, has actively shown that they have lost business in an expanding EU market for them. This is, again, the reality that we live in. And we've said time and time again, the Brexiteers do not live in reality. They live in this fantasy world where they can somehow reshape the UK into this low tax, low regulation economy, and somehow everything will be fine. I've said before, if you want to understand our bizarre new leadership and these, again, free market fundamentalists, then you have to go and find the book Britannia Unchained. In it is a chorus and slew of essays written by pretty much everyone currently in Boris Johnson's government about how bad the UK is on, trading and all this, but never exactly saying how they will improve it, except, well, if we leave the EU or we do this or we do that, again, not any specifics, of course, then everything will be fine and wonderful. But yet every economist panned that book when it came out. All journalists panned that book it came out for all the ridiculous ideas and fantasies that they had. And yet here we are now trying to create their fantasy land. And as we've said many, many times before, when Brexit fantasy meets the real world reality it will always win. The EU isn't going anywhere, despite, once again, the protestations of the Brexiteers that the EU is going to collapse. The EU is going to collapse. They've been claiming that pretty much, you can time your watch by how often a Brexiteer or someone who is a Eurosceptic would say that. But again, this is the situation that we're in. This is going to affect UK businesses, and it's going to affect them very, very badly. I very much doubt that the government is going to listen. And again, this is going to cause huge problems to UK businesses and industry and a loss of income to them, which is, again, inevitably going to lead to job losses. So thank you very much, UK government and Brexiteers. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. Please do remember to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And also down below, there are links to my Patreon page and a motivation link called Buy Me Coffee, where you can, well, buy me coffee. And as always, thank you very much to all those people who do support the channel that way, as well as the people who support me on the YouTube subscriptions as well. Thank you very much. And as always, thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you all next time.